Hello, Miss.
Hello, Edgardo.
Hello, Mitch. Good
Hello.
night.
How are you doing? Hello, Silvia. Así que, bueno, es tiempo de iniciar. Ahora sí, bienvenidos a una clase más. Ya estamos avanzando, de hecho, bastante. Ya luego el curso se nos va a ir en un abrir y cerrar de ojos.
Recording
Pero
in progress.
vamos a iniciar un nuevo tema que lo vamos a continuar y finalizar en la siguiente clase. Y como podemos ver, vamos a hablar hoy de there is and there are. Lo primero no es they is o they are, no. Es there is, and there are. Así que vamos a iniciar con positive sentences. So first we have the usage. There is and there first refer to the existence or presence of someone or something. Okay, now here we have an example that in this case we are using verb to be, and it says it is or it's a letter on your desk. However, in this case, remember that we use verb to be to talk about descriptions. Recuerde que el verbo to be nos da, en este caso, descripciones meramente. Queremos hablar de la existencia, ¿okay? De algo o alguien. Ahora, no, si en ese contexto dijéramos it's a letter on your desk, the correct form or the right form to express this idea is a letter on your desk. Ahora, ¿a qué equivale there is y de hecho there are en español? ¿Qué es lo que nos intenta? Muy bien, Saray y Gabriel, hablamos de no de ay que me duele, sino del verbo haber, que hay algo, algún objeto, alguna persona. A eso nos referimos con I. Y como les decía, el verbo to be solamente la descripción. Que hay una persona en la puerta o que hay un libro en la cama. Entonces, a eso nos referimos con there is and there are, que los dos equivalen, pues, para nosotros un solo significado que es hay, de haber. Here we have some examples, but in this case, let's see what's the difference between there is and there are. There is for singular or for plural?
Singular.
Okay, excellent, Nora. In this case, we have just one. Okay, so there is just for singular, just one. Okay. On the other hand, there are is just for plural form. 2, 3, 4, or more. Okay, we have singular and plural. Now, here we have the structure. However, quería mencionarles, es como les decía, esta clase la vamos a continuar en la siguiente clase. Es decir, que está dividida en dos. Hoy vamos a hablar solamente expresiones de countable nouns, es decir, cosas contables. Hoy no vamos a hablar, por ejemplo, como le digo que hay leche en el refri, que hay agua o que diferente. Entonces, hoy solamente contables. And we start first with there is. In this case, plus a singular now. And so There is plus one, saying one person. So we're talking about something or someone. And in this case, let me see if I have Gabriel, can you read the example?
There is a book on the table.
Excellent, Gabriel. Thank you so much. We say there is a book on the table. We're talking about there is and just one book. Okay, there is a book on the table. Then we have there are. Okay, there are plus plural nouns. If you have 2, 3, or more things, or can you read the example?
Book on the table.
There are, we say books on the table. Okay, there are books on the table. Yeah. Now let's check some other examples. The first one is there are 2 people in the elevator, and we can see on the picture that there are 2. Okay, 2 of them in the. Now we have another one. In this case, it says there are 6 children in the classroom. Children in the classroom. So, ahí podemos ver, de hecho, tenemos mucho de donde sacar en la imagen. Ya estamos cubriendo aquí, there are 6, que 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 children in the classroom. ¿Qué más podríamos indicar ahí viendo objetos, no sé, cosas? ¿Qué más podríamos expresar usando there is or there are? Vamos a ver, observemos la imagen, vamos a ver.
There are 6 dress.
Which one? 6?
Dress.
Desk, you said? Okay, desk. Or we can say, yeah, in this case, tables, right? So there are 6 children and there are 6 tables. ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más podemos observar en la imagen? ¿Y qué podemos expresar usando there is and there are?
There is a teacher.
Excellent. There is a teacher, right? Just one teacher. Good.
There is a clock.
Excellent. Here we have the clock. This is the clock. So there is a clock. Good. What else?
There is a window.
Excellent. Here we have the window. Yeah, there is a window. There is a clock. There is a teacher. There are 6 tables and there are 6 children.
There are five books on the rack.
Excellent. We say there are, 5 books, and here we have the rack. Excellent. Good job.
There is one.
Okay, you say there is a map. Someone said there is one what? No more?
There is a door, miss.
Yeah, here we have the door. There is a door. Yeah, you say there is a map. There is a clock. There are 5 books on the rack.
There are.
Lesbia, you said?
There is a cat.
Okay, excellent. Good. So, we have many things to say about there is and there are in the classroom, right? And here we have another one. It says there is a beautiful girl on the bike. Okay, there is a beautiful girl on the bike. Now, it says let's work together. It means we have to complete the next sentences. Okay, vamos a completarlo de acuerdo a las imágenes que vemos. Recuerde, there is más lo que vemos or there are. Vamos a ver cómo podríamos expresar la primera imagen.
There are 4 cars.
Excellent, Evelina. So there are 4 cars, right? He will have 1, 2, 3, and 4. There are 4 cars. Now, what about the next one?
There is a flower.
Excellent. We say there is a flower, or we can say there is a sunflower. Now, what about the next one?
There is a dog.
Okay, there is a dog. And what about the last one?
There are 3 boys.
Excellent. Good job. We say there are 3 boys, right? There is a dog. There are 3 boys. In the previous one said there is a flower or there's a sunflower. And we say there are 4 cars. Okay, excellent. Now we have some practice, and again, we have to choose if we have to complete using there is or there are. For example, number 1 says a swimming pool in the house. Do we say there is or there are?
There
Is.
Excellent. We say there is a swimming pool in the house. Vamos a ver un voluntario que nos ayude a leer y completar number 2.
There is a teacher in the classroom.
Thank you so much, Nora. So there is a teacher in the classroom. Let's see another volunteer for number 4.
There are 2 cats on the roof. In the roof.
Excellent, Ricardo. There are 2 cats on the roof. Now let's see number 4.
There is a newspaper on that shelf.
Excellent, Delmi. So there is a newspaper on the shelf. What's a shelf? And let's see number 5. There is or there are?
There are.
Okay, we say there are crayons in the box. So in this case, just to summarize, we use there is. If we have 1, there is a swimming pool, just 1. There is a teacher, just 1, 2, and there is a newspaper, 1 newspaper. But we're going to use there are if we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 800, 200, in this case, things or people. So there are 2 cats on the roof and there are crayons. Acá la última no nos indica cuántos, no nos dice 3, 4, pero la palabra es en plural, entonces significa que hablamos de varios. Now, let's talk about the negative form that in this case, here we have some examples. It says there is a computer on the desk, okay? Pero ¿qué pasa si ahí no hay nada? ¿Cómo lo podríamos negar?
There is not a computer on the desk.
Excellent. We say there is not a computer on the desk. Okay, there is not a computer on the desk. And remember that we also have contraction form. What is the contraction of is and not?
Isn't.
Excellent, Luz. We say isn't. So we can say there isn't a computer on the desk. And that's all that you need. Es todo lo que usted necesita para indicar que no hay nada, que no hay algo en un lugar específico, solamente le agregamos not. And here we have again the structure. We have first there is, okay, then we have not, and we have this case a singular noun again. Remember, there is plus singular. Now, and let me see if I have Cecia. Can you read the example? Do I have Cecia? No, let me see Marina.
There is not a pen on the desk.
Excellent. So there is not a pen on the desk. Okay, there is not a pen on the desk. Yes. And let's see. Let's compare. Yeah. Now let's move on talking about there are in this case, plus not, plus plural nouns. And let me see if I have, in this case, Sandra, can you read the example? Now, talking about there are.
There are not toys on the shelf.
Excellent. So again, we can use contraction if we talk about are and not. What is a contraction form about are and not? Aren't, right? So we could say
There aren't.
good. We could say there are not, or as Moises said, there aren't toys on the shelf. Okay, there aren't toys on the shelf. Now, yeah, let's check, or let's see some other examples. Let me see, Silvia, si nos ayuda a leer el ejemplo. Can you read the example, Silvia?
There are not two people in the elevator.
Okay, elevator.
Elevator.
Okay, excellent. So there are not, or there aren't two people in the elevator. So there are not two. How many people are there? ¿Cuántas hay? So say there are.
5.
There are 5 people
There are
in the elevator.
5.
Excellent. Johanna would say there are 5 people in the elevator. There are not 2. There are 5 people in the elevator. Excellent. Now here we have another example. Let me see if I have Scarlett. Can you read the example?
There aren't 4 Schindler in the classroom.
Good. Excellent, Scarlett. So there aren't four children in the classroom. Remember that there are 6 children in the classroom. Now we have some practice time. And yes, we're going to work on this activity. So as you can see here, we have like a town, like a city. Tenemos aquí la imagen como de una ciudad, no es un pequeño pueblo, y podemos observar pues, las diferentes cosas que hay. Vamos a iniciar primero con positive form, ¿ok? Y todos vamos a participar, ¿ok? Todos. Solamente, bueno, siempre hay alguien que se conecta y el nombre aparece un puntito de no sé quién es. Y en el caso de alguien que se conecta como iPhone, entonces necesito que me pongan ahí su nombre. Bueno, para que podamos participar todos. En este caso, bueno, como les decía, vamos a iniciar con positive form. Les voy a dar solamente 1 o 2 minutitos para que usted observe detenidamente la imagen, ¿ok? Y cada uno va a participar diciéndonos una cosa, ¿ok? Que hay pues ahí en esa ciudad, utilizando there is and there are. Entonces, les voy a dar el chance para que podamos, en ese caso, pues pensar. ¿Por qué? Porque, por ejemplo, aquí es el primer caso que nos dice there are 2 red cars. Ahora no se puede repetir. Entonces, si inició Cecia y Cecia dice there are 2 red cars, yo no puedo venir y decir la misma. Y luego lo dice Angélica y luego lo dice Silvia y todos con lo mismo porque hay suficientes cosas, personas, lugares para todos. Entonces no se puede repetir. Así que tenga usted una segunda opción. En caso de que alguien más le robe su idea inicial. Entonces, solamente con positive, no podemos negar todavía. Ya le vamos a continuar con esta segunda parte. ¿Ok? Entonces, 2 minutitos, bueno, 1 o 2 minutitos, para que usted observe muy bien y haga en ese caso su oración. Y yo luego los vamos a compartir todos, ¿ok? Y todas. Así que vamos poniendo atención, observando por cuál nos vamos, una que esté medio escondida. En este caso, recuerden que vamos solamente con there is or there are. En positive form. We're going to start with positive. Alfabético, pero de abajo es hacia arriba. So, vamos a iniciar con Williams.
There is a dog.
Okay, yeah, here we have the dog. Los voy a ir marcando. So, here we have the dog. And now, let me see, Iris.
There are 3 cats.
Yeah, here we have, yeah, like cats, right? So, there are 3 cats. Now, let me see, Sylvia.
There is a motorcycle.
Okay, yes. So, there is a motorcycle. Good. Now, Scarlett. Let's see, Scarlett.
There is not a dog.
Okay, we said there's not a dog, in this case, negative form. Se la acepto. Now, let me see, Sarai.
There is ready.
Okay, a library. Yes, here we have, there is a library. Now, let me see, Sandra.
There is a lake.
Yeah, like a lake, right? Vamos a llamarlo un lake. It's okay. Now, let me see, Nora.
There are 2 trees.
Okay, here we have 1 and 2 trees, right? Now, let me see, Noelia.
There is a bus.
The bus station. Nathalie.
There is a school.
Yeah, here we have the school. Now, Minori.
There is a banking.
There is a bank.
Banking.
This one.
Yes.
Esa.
There is a banking.
¿Se refiere a la banca?
Sí.
En ese caso le llamamos bench. Okay, bench. It's okay. Now, Moises.
There is a restaurant.
Yes, here we have the restaurant. Now, let me see, Melissa.
There is hospital.
Okay, there is a hospital. Yes. Now, Marina.
There is a bank.
Okay, yes, there is a bank. Now, Luz.
There is not an airplane.
Okay, there is not an airplane. Okay, now, Lizzie.
Court.
Excellent. Here we have the basketball court. Lesbia.
There is a sky.
There is a
Sky.
guy.
Cielo.
The sky. Yeah, there is a sky. Yes. Now let me see, Josias.
There are 2 trees.
Okay, there are 2 trees. Excellent. Bueno, que de hecho tenemos otro más. Yes. Now, Johalma.
There is a cycle.
You say a bicycle?
Ajá.
Yes, we say a bicycle. Si hablamos de la bici, sí, the bicycle or bike. Now, let me see, Hansel.
There is a house.
Okay, yes, there is a house. Ricardo.
There is a principal street.
Okay, yes, we have main. Como la principal, sí, Main Street. Excellent. Now, let me say, Giselle.
There are 2 cars.
Yes, here we have the 2 cars. Gabriel.
There are 4 houses.
Yes, here we have the 4 houses, right? Let me see, Stephanie. No, let me see, Melina.
There is 2 clouds.
2 clouds,
Clouds.
las nubes. Excellent, Evelina. So here we have the 2 clouds. Let's continue with Delmi.
There are 3 people.
Excellent. So there are 3 people. 1, 2, and 3. Now, Cecia. No, Astrid. No, Angelica. Do you have Angelica, Astrid, Cecia? No? Okay, Ada.
There is a flag in the school.
Okay, excellent. This one, right? Bueno, Ada era la última, pero lo hizo bien. Teníamos ahí the flag. In this case, in the school, yes. Okay, now let's talk about the things that there are not or there isn't in the city. Okay, vamos a ver. No vamos a ir one by one, sino la que usted vea. De hecho, en ese caso, cuando hablamos de cosas que no hay, es más simple. Por ejemplo, un unicornio no está ahí, lo podemos utilizar. Pero, ¿qué más observamos que quizás hace falta o no hay en esa ciudad o en ese pueblo?
There is not a horse.
Excellent, Cecia. There's not a horse. ¿Qué más podemos observar?
There are children.
Okay, there aren't children. Yes.
There aren't birds.
There is not a barber shop.
Excellent. There's not a barber shop. As Moises said, there are not birds. What else?
There is not a train.
There's not a train. Good. Nora?
There is not a story.
Okay, there's not a store.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So there's not a store. There's not a train. What else? What else can we say?
There is not a cat.
Okay, there's not a cat.
Supermarket.
There aren't birds.
Okay, there are birds. Yes. Excellent.
There is not a supermarket.
Okay, there's not a supermarket. Angelica said, excellent.
There is no station police.
A police station. Excellent. There's not a police station. Right. So, what else? Emelina?
There is no hospital.
Okay, we can say there's not a hospital. Good. What else? Por ejemplo, observamos alguna chica, alguna mujer.
There is not a girl.
Excellent. There's not a girl. There aren't any women in this case. Parece una ciudad de chicos. Excelente. Vamos a ver. ¿Alguien tiene alguna duda, alguna pregunta? Hasta aquí algo que no esté claro. De hecho, hicimos un excelentísimo uso de there is, there are. Nadie confundió, por ejemplo, there is y decir 2 cars, ¿ok? Sino que vamos bien. Recuerde, there is uno, there are varios. ¿Alguna duda? ¿Alguna pregunta? No. No. Okay, excellent. Recuerden que hoy solamente estamos viendo cosas que sí podemos contar las nubes, los árboles, los chicos, todo. En la siguiente clase, pues vamos a ver las cosas que no. Ahora, we have another activity. It says write 7 things there is or there are in your house. Y usted, bueno, cada uno, creo yo, al menos la mayoría estamos en nuestra casa. Y observe usted a su alrededor, si usted está en la sala, si usted está en su cuarto, si está en el patio. Vamos a observar a nuestro alrededor y vamos a escribir en este caso 7 things that there is or there are in your house. 7 en total, no 7 con there is o 7 con there are. No, vamos a hacer 7 en total. Les voy a dar 4, 5 minutitos para que las vamos a escribir. Si usted tiene algún objeto en su casa que no sabe cómo se dice, déjenmelo en el chat. Y en el chat yo les voy a estar pues enviando cuál sería la forma correcta de decirlo. Entonces vamos a iniciar en ese momento.
Recording stopped.
Vamos a pausar un momento. Necesito que vea su alrededor. Vamos a compartir. En este caso negative. Y vamos a ir 2 and 2. Ahora se nos comparte.
There are fans. There are a chair.
There is a chair.
There is a chair. There is a window.
Excellent, Johanna. Thank you
A
much.
bed.
Now let me see. Lesbia.
There is a bed. There is
Tenemos a Lesbia. No, let me see. Luz.
There are 2 showback, and there are 4 chairs. There is not a blender. There is not a microwave.
Okay, excellent. Now let me see. Marina.
there is
There are computers. There is a TV. There aren't flowers. There isn't guitar.
Okay, excellent. Now let me see. Noelia.
There are 4 windows in a room. There is a bed. There is a desk. There are 10 posters on my wall. There are shoes in the floor. There is a nice mirror. There are many pens on my desk. There aren't 4 cars. There
Okay.
isn't a dragon, and there isn't a pool.
Okay, excellent. Now let me see. Iris.
There are 2 pianos, and there is a window. There isn't a computer, and there aren't 2 beds.
Okay, excellent. Now let me see. Giselle.
There is a table. There are 4 chairs. There aren't 2 dogs. There is not tablecloth.
Okay, now let me see. Ada.
There is a coffee percolator. There is a microwave. There are 2 bananas. There is a carpet. There are 6 chairs. There is a boy. There is a washing machine.
Washing machine?
Machine? Yes.
Washing machine. Excellent. And let me finish with Delmi.
There is a bed. There is a table. There is a closet.
Good. Excellent. Delmi. And I remember, in this case, we use there is or there are to talk about or to express the presence of something or someone. So this is the first part of the class. In the next one, we're going to talk about questions. We're going to talk about uncountable nouns. But at last, we have a reading. We have, in this case, a story. It says The City Where I Live, que esa es la lectura que vamos a dejar asignada para practicar. Recuerde que debe leerlo en voz alta, practicarla tantas veces como sea posible, porque solamente así vamos a lograr fluidez. Entonces, si no lee, no practica, entonces, ¿cómo va a avanzar en este caso nuestro nivel de idioma? Y tenemos aquí la historia. Vamos a ver un voluntario que de entrada nos ayuda a leer solamente el primer párrafo. Vamos a ver, voluntarios, voluntarias.
I live in an apartment. In my city, there is a post office where people mail letters. I like to run, and there is a park near my apartment, which is big and beautiful. Sigo.
Vamos, un voluntario más. Gracias, Nora. Vamos a ver a alguien más.
My friends, I go to the shopping mall each weekend because there are many sales. Also, once a week, I like to eat out. There are different restaurants in the city. I love my community.
Okay, excellent. So this is a story that we have for practicing. Bueno, antes solamente agradezco a los que me enviaron sus respuestas en el chat. Okay. En caso de Hansel, Edgardo, Josías, también estaba Astrid y Emilina. Okay. Thank you so much. Ahora, tenemos the city where I live. Lo primero no es I lie, no es the city where I lie. Recuerde que hablamos de live. Okay, the city where I live. And it says I live in an apartment. Okay, esa es la manera en la que la debemos pronunciar. Donde termina una consonant, usted lo une. Entonces, I live in. I live in. Y no, I live in an apartment. I live in. Pero acá vuelve a terminar en consonante y le sigue una vocal. Y lo mismo pasa acá. Por eso es que decimos I live in an apartment. I live in. Y luego I live in an apartment. Se dice dos veces na. I live in an apartment. No es apartment porque no hay una A. Es apartment, como lo había dicho Nora. I live in an apartment. In my city, there is a post office where people mail letters. I like to run, and there is a park near my apartment, which is big and beautiful. My friends and I go to the shopping mall each weekend because there are many sales. Also, no es also, sino also once a week, I like to eat out. There are different, not different, sino different restaurants in the city. I love my community. Recuerde each weekend. Also, different apartment we say near, and I live in an apartment. Okay, I live in an apartment. Y podemos ver
Miss.
reflejado, ¿sí?
¿Nos puede repetir cómo se pronuncia restaurantes?
We say, vamos a ver, ¿cómo la pronunciamos? ¿Cómo la pronuncian ustedes generalmente? ¿Cómo solemos pronunciarla?
Restaurant.
Ok, no les es restaurant. Alguien más dice, no, yo la pronuncio diferente, yo la he escuchado así.
Restaurant.
Es que por lo general nos enseñaron que se pronunciaba restaurant, tal y como estaba escrito.
Ajá, exacto. Como dice Marina, ese es el problema. Nos enseñaron a pronunciar, de hecho, todo. Entonces, rest. Vamos a ponerle rest. Restaurant. Nos enseñaron a pronunciar que eran 3 sílabas, ¿ok? Restaurant, pero solamente son 2. Entonces la pronunciación correcta es literal así. Usted solo debe pronunciar 2. Se dice restaurant, restaurant, restaurant. Por eso es que a veces uno dice, ay, qué rápido habla. No le entiendo, no es que está hablando rápido, es que no está pronunciando todas las sílabas como nosotros queremos hacer. So, decimos restaurant, different restaurant, restaurants. ¿Y eso es lo que es plural? Restaurants, restaurants. Yo no estoy diciendo restaurants, sino restaurants. Lo mismo con esta. ¿Cómo la pronunciamos? No sé si se los había mencionado ya. ¿Cómo la pronunciamos?
Because.
Ok, se dice así. ¿Alguien más? ¿Cómo la pronuncia usted? ¿Cómo la diría usted? Each weekend.
Because.
Ok, en este caso, bueno, tenemos nuestro be, que es decir, la pronunciamos como be, y este lo pronunciamos como cause, pero con Z. Cause, because. Each weekend, because, we say because there are many sales. Also, once a week, I like to eat out. There are different restaurants in the city. Okay, no estamos pronunciando rápido, es que nos está pronunciando todo. We say because, o because también